Hello? I think yes. I think yes. Yeah, we getting in now. We got that damage, baby. With that 2-2 flyer. Yo, what's up, fam? Thanks for clicking the video. It's your boy Zach, back with another one. We have an Azorius tempo control deck that is so fun and so consistent so far. I have 3 wins in the video for you today that I hope you check out, but I'll very quickly go over the deck, okay? So, I want to obviously start with Abuelo. This is a grandpa deck, if you're not familiar. This ability is really, really good. We got to show it off one time in this series of games, which was rather frustrating, but Abuelo itself was a flying creature, and the ward, they had to pay the ward cost 3 times. And then, of course, you know, we have very interesting interactions, which I'll go over in a bit. But I show off all the strengths of the deck just in very different ways in the game, so please check them out if you're interested. This is great with cards like Aether Channeler. This is a very underrated card. It's so flexible. If you think you need a chunk blocker, the 1/1 bird can be huge. In the 3rd game today, it made a big difference. And, of course, returning a non-land permanent to another's hand is what we're going to choose a lot of the time to keep our momentum going and to allow us to wait a little while and build up our resources, which is something we have to do. So I made some very hard decisions when cutting things in this deck, but I want to quickly jump to the second grandpa card. This card here is return target artifact or non-aura enchantment card from your battlefield, from your graveyard to the battlefield, with X additional counters on it. It's a spirit 1/1 with flying in addition to its other types. This is so good. This might be one of the best cards from the whole set. So what you can do is you jump over to things like Portal of Phyrexia and Cityscape Leveler, and your mind goes, wow, for 4 mana, right? You don't have to pay X if you don't want to. That's just counters on it. For 4 mana, we can bring back one of these saucy boys and start doing some crazy things. This is obviously a great target if they start getting ahead, which they usually will. That's just a reality of playing Azorius tempo. You're trying to keep that under control, and then when you let them start to pull ahead, boom, pull the trigger on them. This is a huge, you know, very painful thing when you don't have any creatures on the field, for example. And of course, this residual swinging, this does make it a flyer, so this is so easy to trigger because it's a little 1/1 flyer. Unless they use a whole removal spell on it, you're in business, which a lot of times when we do finally get to this, they are out of sauce, out of gas, and this is just going to destroy them. Mirrorshell Crab, last card I want to go over here. Hopefully it's not cut off by my stinky head. You can discard this, right? Put it in the graveyard, so we at least have something to get back. Then Abuelo can do his little trick on it once you make a little block with it. And then all of a sudden you absorb a block, and then you return the actual creature, which is a 5/7. Very nice interaction there. The Ward 3, it basically is immovable. It can block all day. It helps with our tempo again, and it, of course, counters any spell or ability. So it's just a great counter spell. Every blue deck should pretty much run this card in some capacity, unless they're strictly instants and sorcery. So, Elesh Norn. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers twice. So we have a lot of enter the battlefield triggers. That's what Abuelo is all about. So every farmhand, that's going to get us 2 planes, and every spirited companion trigger, that's going to draw us 2 cards. And then, of course, our main target, Aether Channeler. So that's essentially the deck. I'll quickly go over just the last few cards. Tishana's Tidebinder. This is amazing. I didn't necessarily want to get more of this card because Mirrorshell Crab does sort of fill a better role, being that it can target spells. This can't really target spells. But if you have this card on the field, Abuelo can trigger this. Oh, no, it's end step. So scratch that from the video editor. Just kidding. Anyway, so that's why I didn't end up going with more than her, but she is a powerful card. Subterranean Schooner, this is a great way of utilizing our 1/1s. We have a lot of 1/1s here. We can make the 1/1 with the bird, and then this is just a 3/4 creature that we can access when we need it. Very good, synergistic. Fading Hope, great card. This scry can be huge, and of course just the tempo. They lay a big 6/6, you know, a 6-drop, a 7-drop, and we return it for 1 mana. it could be great. It could be very powerful in addition with another card on the same turn. So Runic Shot, great card. Don't overlook this one. And again, the Scry 2 is very good. So I think I went over everything except for Invoke Justice. This can help us finally have a reasonable creature if we want one of our flyers to be big and actually end the game that way. It's a way of doing it, and it's just another way of getting our artifacts and creatures back from the graveyard. Emperor is Emperor, and I think that's it, y'all. Quickly, the mana base. This is a great new card, Restless Anchorage, pretty much the only one I'll point out here. The rest you've probably seen. It does make a 2/3 and create a map token. The map token does let us explore, which helps us get to our mana and make our creatures just a little bit bigger to close the game when we need it. And of course, just a 2/3 flyer itself, out of nowhere, can help us close the game too. So this is a huge, great addition and a very powerful card. 2 Otawaras, 2 Eiganjos. Alright, thanks for stopping by. If you liked the video at all, please give it a like and then sub for more, because I'm going to keep making Caverns of Ixalan content. This is my favorite set in a long time. So thanks so much for stopping by. You rock. Enjoy the 3 games today, and don't eat the yellow snow, as my abuelo used to say. Literally. That means somebody peed. Yo, what's up? Alright, so here he is. First game of the day. This deck's been amazing for me so far. I really like the hand. We got 2 Abuelos. Very good. If they do want to remove it and pay the 2 ward, that's excellent. That'll take up a full, turn 3 or turn 2. Or sorry, turn 4. Depending on what we're against here. Ooh, looks like mono black, so no ramping. That'll come in tap, so let's pretend like we have a counterspell. Sorry about my chair again. Whew. Do we want to return this? No. Fading Hope's a powerful card, man. So let's drop this down. We got our 3rd one. There's only one thing to do. Dude, Abuelo's great. Great card. I mean, people say this is underwhelming. It's not. You will see. You will see. And if I prove you wrong, don't forget to subscribe. I'm on my way to 100 subscribers, hopefully, here. That'd be really cool. That'd be a nice baseline. And then 100 to 200. And then 200 to 1,000. Let's go. Those are my milestones. Alright, we have a Thinker here against Pale Heyyyy. He should get himself going here. Alright, he's just going to drop a Phyrexian Arena. So they're going to draw cards. They're going to take some damage, though. That could be really good. So we're going to Emperor here. Very obviously. I think we're going to -1. I don't think we necessarily need to -2 here. Goodness gracious. I keep dropping my headphones, man. Yeah, pay the ward. Do it. So, we can return it to our hand, but we have so many Abuelos. Excellent. Okay, that's why we have a couple Emperors in here. Or maybe it's one now. I had to do a lot of tweaking. One card in particular. Let's go ahead and the -1 again. One card in particular that I really had to think about is Mirrorshell Crab. Mirrorshell Crab's a fantastic counterspell. It can counter abilities as well, which is why we don't have so many Tishana's Tidecallers. Because this is an artifact, and it's a 5/7 with ward. I mean, that's not to be sneezed at. There are some dinosaurs in the meta right now that do get bigger than that. But we have so much interaction. So, let's go ahead and let it die again. Now we plus.
Show them how we treat our enemies.
We can just lay our 3rd Abuelo. They're probably so like, what, dude? Oh, man. Continue paying your ward 2s. Why don't you? How you guys doing today? It's a little cold where I am. It's kind of rainy. My feet were wet. It's rather unfortunate. Now, this one we actually save. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Pay the ward. Come on, guy. What you doing? Nice. Boys thinking about it? Do we want that? No. No, we don't. We want to chart a course to put this in there. Ooh, beautiful. Let's go ahead and do this.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Let's draw a card. Because, we don't necessarily need a third creature here. Oh, perfect, the land. I was going to return this to their hand, but we have 3 damaged creatures. So unless they board wipe, they're in trouble. I don't think there's a problem getting rid of that. Good game. The power of Abuelo's ward. Alright, let's get into a real game, though. Yo. Second game here for you. This is going to be a real one, I swear. We did see the power of Abuelo's ward in the last one, so let's show off our Cityscape Levelers and our Unstable Glyphbridges. Am I right? Let's do it. Right away. Put Phyrexia in there. We'll hold our Levelers. Leveler's nice because you can just unearth it when we get to 8 mana, which we usually do. I kind of want to return that before I can tap, but assuming it's going to lay a bigger creature. Hopefully not the 4-drop dinosaur with ward. Okay. I should have. Mistakes were made and we're going to come back and win. Because I'm a true gamer. True gamers never give up on turn 3. That's not a good top deck, is it? Alright, Glyphbridge, it looks like you're going to put in some work in a moment. Oh, that's a card. Okay, so lay this. It's going to swing. That's totally fine. We got the 4th mana. We have Emperor. They are going to cast some nonsense, I'm sure. Ah, yes. The Defiler of Poop, you say. Excellent. So, yeah, that's a creature. That is a creature. It would appear so. Excellent, excellent. Look at that. Wow. Oh my goodness, I burped. I am so sorry for that. I can't edit it out. I'm not good enough.
Run away.
Okay.
I am almost sad to see you go.
Taps. So, we can Phyrexia here. I mean, hello. I think yes. I think yes. Yeah, we getting in now. We got that damage, baby. With that 2/2 flyer. I don't know. Let's get that. It has a higher toughness when we block for tramplers. So let's do this. I already know I'm going to do that. Let's swing. We're in a good position. We have 6 mana. We want to get to 8. Oh my gosh. Now the other one fell.
Still have much to learn.
Okay, so they bop our Planeswalker. Pretty good card because you can target Planeswalkers. Let's look at it again. Sorry. Cosmic Hunger. Very interesting. It's not even from this set. It's from the one before? Or 2 sets ago now? I don't even know. Yeah, 2 sets ago now. Okay, so we can return Goreclaw here. But is that necessary? I think not, because we're going to board wipe. Oh, wait, I already have that. Oh, so maybe it is. Let's do it. And then we can Glyphbridge, assuming they lay another creature. Then our small creatures can get on in, right? If we get a mana, we can, of course, cast Leveler. That guy helps us ramp. There's the Goreclaw. They're going to draw a card. Excellent. Whew. It's time. Hello. I will level your city. So, we have lethal on the board. That's a good game. Alright, so third game here for you. I think those were a little, quick. And we didn't necessarily get to show off the interactions with Abuelo that I really want to show off. So hopefully we can get a pretty steezy game here. Border 1988 is our opponent. Very great name. I'm sure that's a reference. Okay. Sometimes we don't do much on 2-drops. Or turn 2. We can usually Fading Hope, right? Or Runic Shot something. Or we do have one. No, we don't. I took out one Make Disappear in favor of that Artifact Boat, the vehicle. So, we don't want to return this, obviously. We can return that, but I think better than both those is creating the bird. I rarely do this one, but I see 2 1/1s. So, bird. And I think we can coast on the Emperor here. Assuming we can put Leveler in our graveyard with a chart, of course. We're in business. Now, playing this deck, you may want to up the copies of Chart, of course, to 4. Okay. We're in a good position, because I feel like Voice of the Blessed will swing here. Ooh. An aura, a god, or a demigod card. Invasion of Theros. I love the callback to Theros. That's the first time I got to Mythic. What I'll never forget, it was the 1-drop Pios Wayfinder, the double striker 2/2. Okay, I did forget the name. Starlight Mantle, which was the flash enchantment that would give it hexproof. And then, of course, make the 3/3. Or make it into a 3/3, which is now 6 damage because of the double strike. You could also pump that even higher with the Pios Wayfarer trigger. Amazing. Theros was the set where I really fell in love with the game. I know that's weird, but I got into it in Guilds of Ravnica. Then there was Ravnica Allegiance. And then I believe it went Theros right after that. There might have been another set in between, but I don't think so. Okay. Beautiful. We have a poison counter. Uh-oh. Chart, of course, baby. You just gotta ask for it. So. Well. It's fine. Not necessarily a great play, but honestly, I think this is like a poison counter go wide with White Sun's Twilight deck. It's obviously a creature's trigger deck. Oh my gosh, dude, not the Soul Cauldron. So if you haven't seen this, it's a little confusing, but you can spend mana as though it were any mana to activate abilities, which is nice. Creatures you control with counters have the abilities of all exiled cards with it. And you put a counter on a target creature when you do that. So, that's what just happened to 2/2 Might here, and they got rid of my guy. So, pretty insane. We're going to destroy the cauldron. The cauldron will be destroyed. It's time to fight crime. Beautiful. So we don't need to give it a counter. We're going to hold up Fading Hope. Beautiful stuff, Abuelo's Awakening, baby. They're like, yo, Dubs TF, mate. We swing. The Vigilance was huge. I didn't want to necessarily waste it. We sacrificed the Emperor for this again. For this reason. I felt like it would be huge. I mean, we have the Glyphbridge, so it's not like we're too worried or anything. In fact, we have this deck, so we're not too worried. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll keep making content for you. I promise. Sorry, it's so cheesy to ask, but it's the only way. Okay. Excellent. They're like, this dude's got Fading Hope. Now, we could have returned that to avoid the life gain, but I think we're just going to kill the Might outright. Killing the Might outright probably is the move. We obviously do not want to block with Cityscape Leveler. So. I'll probably return that. Let's see how the swings go. They probably want to pop this. In fact, I know they do. So they could just go everyone at it, which is probably the right move. That would guarantee it. Actually, no, it wouldn't guarantee it. So annoying, right? So, okay. That's going to get a counter. This will not be popping this turn. Yeah, I will, because I'm not using Cityscape Leveler block. I'm so stupid. Interesting. Don't want that. We want to kill that because they might have Graveyard Recursion. Yeah. And yeah. Boom, baby. So we made a good play there. Alright, so if this dies, we're still in business. So we swing. I kind of want to pop the Soul Cauldron. But then again, we should just pop this. Get our first damage in here. Fortunately, we don't have an artifact. I mean, I knew that already, but I was like, maybe I missed it. Okay, we can wipe these, but we need to save it for a timely event. Ba ba da doo doo, hey hey. Whoa whoa dee whoa dee, whoa whoa whoa. I tried out for American Idol. I'm quite the beast. There we go. Now, I can counter things with Mirrorshell, but no, not that. Not that. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could counter this. No. What else you got? Because it is annoying that it gets above the 2 mark, right? Because now Glyphbridge is going to be awkward. OMG. But I have a flying destroy permanent when swing leveler here, so I'm feeling decent. Swing better, better, swing better, better. What you got? Oh, he's gotta go for it with the boy. Look at him go. We know we killing this. We know we killing that. It's over. Dude, this 2/2's huge, right? I'm telling you. sacrificing the Emperor there. It's big, because I would have killed it the turn after. Okay. So what is it? 3 other enchantments. And then when you draw a card with an enchantment, it's battlefield. So that's not one. We're not too worried. We can pop this. Let's do it. Because I was hoping for something better. Dude. That's pretty good. However, see, we don't necessarily want to bring back the crab with Abuelo. Because it's just a 1/1 crab. But trust me, it's good. Let's do it. Obviously this. Beautiful. Oh no. Pretty good that we popped them when we did that. Or that was pretty important right there. That's what I'm trying to say. Now we can craft this. You didn't hear that, right? You didn't hear that. I was like, wait, what? Is that what it does? I was pretty sure it's not what it does. Let's kill this. Okay. And we Elesh Norn, dude. It's a 4/7 Vig. Aether Channeler next turn is going to be Nutso Butsos. I think we're more worried about poison counters than anything else here. Okay, they're not going to swing at all. So, Aether Channeler. Draw a card. And then return one of these. I guess the Might. Okay. You could see what happens. We have another Abuelos. We could get the crab, right? If this gets removed for some reason, we could bring it back. And that is a GG. Alright, well, just imagine we used Abuelo's trigger to pop our creatures back and make amazing blocks and ramp a lot and draw cards. And anyway, so that was 3 decent games for you today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Subscribe for more. I love you so much for making it to the end of the video. That's crazy. You rock. My socks. Take care.